Gabby, welcome back. Today I have another tag video for you, and that is the Ultimate Book Tag. This tag has been around for a while now, since 2013, but it's never too late to do a tag video, and I think this one is so much fun. There are 25 questions, and let's just jump right in. Question 1. Do you get sick while reading in the car? Luckily for me, I don't get sick while I'm reading in the car. Question 2. Which author's writing style is completely unique to you and why? The authors standing out to me right now are J.K. Rowling, Jane Austen, J.R.R. Tolkien. Question 3. Harry Potter series or Twilight series? I feel like that's not even a question. Harry Potter, of course. Moving on. Question 4. Do you carry a book bag? If so, what is in it besides books? I usually do carry a bag to work with, notebooks and pencils and stuff like that, but I always have a book with me in my bag because I never know when I'm going to have some downtime and get a chance to read, and the book always varies depending on what I'm reading, of course. Question 5. Do you smell your books? If I say yes, is that weird? Question 6. Books with or without illustrations? If you would have asked me this years ago, I would have said books without illustrations. But now, I think books with illustrations are so fun. One of my favorite books is the Harry Potter illustration edition, and it is beautiful, so I really do love illustrations with my books now. Question 7. What book did you love while reading but discovered later it wasn't quality writing? Now, I love this series, I really do, but I'm gonna go with Twilight by Stephenie Meyer, only because as she wrote more books, you can tell that her writing became more advanced and just better quality. For example, there is a huge difference between Twilight, which was written in 2005, and The Host, which was written in 2008. Question 8. Do you have any funny stories involving books from your childhood? Please share. Question 9. What is the thinnest book on your shelf? For this, I'm going with Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. This is one of the thinner books on my bookshelf. Question 10. What is the thickest book on your shelf? For this, I'm going with Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is book 5 of the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, and it has 870 pages. Question 11. Do you write as well as read? Do you see yourself in the future as being an author? I do not write. I wish I could, but unfortunately I'm just not creative, so I don't see myself as ever becoming an author. Question 12. When did you get into reading? I got into reading in, I'd say, kindergarten. We had like a student volunteer who was in 5th grade, and she would come into our kindergarten class and she read to us The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis, and I fell in love with the story. So the second I was actually able to read on my own, I was never without a book. Question 13. What is your favorite classic book? Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Question 14. In school, was your best subject language arts or English? No, it wasn't. Like I said, I'm not very creative. I could do a lot of the reading and the book reports and like analyzing books. So I guess later on when I got into, high school, I did well in English, but in the younger years, I wasn't very creative when it came to writing stories and stuff. So I didn't really like it that much. My best subject was biology and science. Question 15. If you were given a book as a present that you had read before and hated, what would you do? I would say thank you, and I would sneakily go return it and get another book that I currently don't own. Question 16. What is a lesser known series that you know of that is similar to Harry Potter or The Hunger Games? Honestly, I think there's just so many books that are so different. It's really hard to compare anything to the Harry Potter just because Harry Potter is so unique, and so is The Hunger Games, and I'm not too big on comparing books. So I'm not sure on that one. Question 17. What is a bad habit you always do while filming? I notice this a lot more when I edit. I tend to look down or away from the camera as I'm finishing a sentence. I'm like finishing a word and I look away, and it looks weird when I'm editing. So I'm trying to complete my sentences while looking at the camera and then look down and look at whatever else it is that I want to talk about. Question 18. What is your favorite word? I honestly don't know. Can Harry Potter be my favorite word? I also say a lot, but I tend to cut that out. I say and a lot. I noticed that. So and maybe my favorite word. Question 19. Are you a nerd, a dork, or a dweeb, or all of the above? I would definitely consider myself a nerd. I am very studious. I love school. I love science. And I love to read. So I think that falls under the nerd category. Question 20. Vampires or fairies? Vampires, they're undead, and they're pretty cool. Question 21. Shapeshifters or angels? I'd go with shapeshifters. Question 22. Spirits or werewolves? Definitely werewolves. Question 23. Zombies or vampires? Back to vampires. I really do like vampires. Question 24. Love triangle or forbidden love? Forbidden love. And finally, question 25. Full-on romance books are action-packed with a few love scenes mixed in. Definitely action-packed with a few love scene mixed in. There are some times where I am craving a romance book, but I would get so bored constantly reading the same thing over and over again. And that's how I kind of feel like romance books are. You know, the guy sees the girl, they fall in love, he does something stupid or she does something stupid, then they end up together. That's kind of how all of the romance books that I have read. So it's nice to have some action in there with a few love scenes. Alright everyone, well that is it for the ultimate book tag. Comment down below and let me know if you are a nerd, a dork, or a dweeb, or all three. And for those of you who choose nerd, then I tag you to do this video if you have not done so already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!